Welcome to Deep Fat Fried.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's a deep fat Friday.
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
Man, TJ.
Get down on your knees and suck my ball.
I think you do practice Santeria, though, TJ.
I do sometimes, but I'm not very good at it. You know,
Yeah.
I practice, but practice don't make perfect.
I try and I try.
Santa Muerte. Hijo de corpo. Hijo de muerto.
Fucking song stuck in my damn head.
Did you listen to it last night or something?
I haven't listened to that song in fucking ages, dude. I don't know nothing about it.
I thought you just like heard it like on a radio or something or a movie. Or some shit.
Just woke up this morning not practicing Santeria and not having no crystal ball.
Maybe you gotta do another one of those earworm episodes, TJ.
Yeah, maybe so.
Because you're really susceptible to the earworm.
I am.
I'm the worst, though, bro.
Oh, are you?
Is that shit still in your head, Paul? The kiss makeup? Bullshit?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right.
I don't even know it, Paul. So you're safe from me.
God.
Dude, TJ gets obsessed with some songs, though, dude. It's funny though, because if you go by TJ and you start singing a song, there's a high percentage chance that he's gonna come back like singing the same song in like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, I get it. I get the earworms in my head, and it happens the same way with me. I'll just wake up singing a song sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck did that come from?
Your subconscious mind was obsessed with it. It's like. It's kind of great. It's like your brain is telling you, it's like, okay, what important information does my subconscious want to give to me? You're obsessed with this Katy Perry song. It's like, what? What's this going to do for me?
I mean, I do want to bang Katy Perry, but
well, I mean, yeah, but listen to the song.
I assume that's the
you know what?
What?
Katy Perry agrees with you that The Substance is the best film of the year. So,
okay.
Put it out there.
Cool.
Well, you know what? I'm going to see this Wednesday night. I'm going to see The Lighthouse re-release, director's cut re-release in fucking IMAX.
Oh,
dope.
Yeah, dude, that sounds awesome. Well, I'm really looking forward to Nosferatu.
I've already got that planned out too. We're going to see Eggers' Nosferatu. We're not going to go on Christmas Day. Well, maybe we will. We haven't decided yet, but definitely like maybe the day after Christmas, somewhere before the new year, we're seeing Nosferatu.
That's why I will not call The Substance the best movie of the year. Well, I haven't seen Heretic, so I don't know if that's going to beat The Substance.
I said so far. That's all I said. The best movie I've seen this year is was my qualifier, and so far it still is. But there's that movie Heretic that's out right now that a lot of people are buzzing about too.
Yeah, Hugh Grant. Yeah, that kind of going back to horror.
That trailer looked pretty good. So
I want to see that. That one's definitely
going to check that out.
But when we were checking on times for that, I saw that because we went and saw Midsummer the same way, and dude, it's so cool. Like getting a second chance to see those movies as they were shot, and then with extra stuff added that wasn't in the release. You know what I mean? It's just so cool.
I kind of love it. It kind of sucks the modern state of the movie theater, but it's also kind of cool because shit like you're right, shit like that would never get. When I was a kid, they were never going to go re-release a movie. It's like we got so much on the slate, we're not going to put something like occasionally, like Star Wars or something big might get a re-release, but it wasn't common.
In my opinion, all these re-releases are just a damn scam.
Oh, I'm happy to be scammed because it's fun watching.
Just a damn scam. Hey, I'm just trying to give Scotty a transition because
thanks, TJ.
Because that's what this episode's about.
Oh, I see.
It's about scams. He just says, Paul doesn't know. He just says Scotty episode.
It's just a Scotty.
He doesn't know. She just like scams, and Paul's like, yeah. Wait a second.
Yeah, scams. What?
Scams.
Hey, there are scams that that actually is a good idea for next episode. Scams you love, dude.
Yeah.
There are some. Actually, the first one you got might qualify
for that.
Now, Paul, I know you're definitely not going to agree with this scam at all because it involves Five Guys fries, which
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, legendarily you hate Five Guys fries.
I mean, I'm not usually a big fan of them either. They're very greasy and often quite soggy. I feel like
they're very floppy. They're floppy fries.
But I mean, I've had them be all right a few times, but
If
they've
you
never
get 'em
been
fresh,
like great.
But then, even then, if you get them fresh, get the Cajun fries.
The
And you
Cajun
can't-
all the way.
That's true. You got to get that.
I always
seasoning
get
on there.
Cajun, dude. I never, if I go to Five Guys, like, which is pretty rare, but when I do go, I don't ever fuck with anything besides the Cajun fries.
So how's this a scam? They're giving you more fries, Scotty. How the fuck is that a scam?
Have you ever been to a Five Guys
Just
location?
get a little
TJ?
closer over here too, because you're.
Well, I'm sorry. Look, you gotta be honest with you. The body Yoda.
I know
The body Yoda.
The body Oda.
I'll move over a little.
Then regardless of the size of your order, there's always a topper. That extra scoop of fries piled to the bottom of the bag. Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man.
They do make a big show of that.
And you feel fucking good about it. You're like, wow, I'm getting a little bit extra. Getting a great fucking deal. Which I mean, Five Guys is expensive. I don't know why people really feeling like they're getting a great deal at Five Guys anymore. But hey,
it is pretty expensive.
But it does feel good to know, like, hey, you know what? Especially when you want to tear them fries up. It's like I got an extra fries, right? Yeah. But guys, the truth is, and this comes from the founder of the company, so people want to be like, no. The extra fries, however, are factored in the menu pricing, so it's really just an illusion of receiving more than your money's worth. Sorry, guys, you're paying for those fries. They just know how to scam you. When they dump that in, you're like, wow, I'm getting extra. You're not getting extra. You're getting what you paid for.
You're getting hella extra, dude.
I hate to use this as a source, but this is where this comes from. According to Reader's Digest, the founder of the restaurant.
Why do you hate to use Reader's Digest as a source?
I think Reader's Digest sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but it sucks in that, like, I don't even know, like that tepid, bland.
I feel it's like using chicken noodle soup for the soul as a source. That's
Yeah,
how.
all right.
That's how I feel
I guess
about
I
it.
kind of get it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's fine that it's a source. I'm just saying, I only use it as a last resort. Jerry Morrell, its founder, the founder of Five Guys, it's better for customers to feel that you're giving them too much than too little. He even told Food Republic, people complain that they get too many fries. I just tell them to make hash browns with the leftovers. I teach my managers that if people aren't complaining, they're not giving them enough. Uh-oh. So guess what, guys? The founder of the company, like, he came across one of the greatest scams. Dude, I've been to Five Guys so many times, and people always talk about that shit, dude. It's one of the fucking, like, they're like, oh, the burger's so good. You know what? They give you extra fries every time.
Extra fries.
These motherfuckers, dude. These dirty bastards.
You've been played. Every time you guys go there, just know you're being played now. The company's laughing at you. You've already paid for those fries. But it's how it's presented. You know, we've talked about it. It's the sizzle, not the steak.
The thing I want to know is he says to make hash browns out of the extra. How the fuck you do that?
I think it's just
Do you just chop it up?
I think it's tongue in cheek, dude. I don't think he's
So there's no actual
really
way to do that? Is he so he's full of shit?
Maybe
I
you
mean,
could.
there's definitely something you like. I can guarantee you, if you gave me a bag of soggy fries, I could make some delicious shit out of it, dude. All you got to do is chop that shit up, throw some binder in there with it and a little more fat, and reconstitute that into like a potato pancake or a fucking hash brown. Or you could do it. You could do it.
Potato
Dude.
We could do
pancake
it.
would be good.
Yeah, we could do it. You know what? TJ, maybe that's a challenge for us one day. We could just go and get some Five Guys fries. We don't even fucking fuck with eating them there. We just make hash browns out of them.
Well,
See,
we'll
this-
just eat the ones in the cups and just make fucking hash browns out of the ones in the bag, like he suggests. Although I'd rather make that potato pancake Paul was talking about.
that would
Make
be
a
good.
potato pancake, or you could like blend them up as part of a hearty potato cheese soup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, and another thing too with Five Guys, you have to remember about the scam is that if you go to a Five Guys, there's no trays in Five Guys. So part of the scam too is that they give everything in a to-go bag. So obviously, even if you sit down and eat it there, it's in a to-go bag. So and even what the founder says is like, look, if we gave it to you on a tray, it'd just be the amount of fries we're giving you. But because you have that bag and you can do that dump, dude. And I always thought that. That's why I even pulled this one. So I'm like, dude, when I was with the Five Guys, I always thought it's like, well, you know, it's kind of cool they give you extra fries because and like Tita said, they make a show of it like, let's dump some more in there right in front of the customer. Like, you're like, yeah, dump them fries.
Yeah, they always make sure that it's like a little bit of a spectacle. Like, yeah, okay, here's your fries.
But here's
more fries, you know.
But you're paying for it. You're just paying for them to dump it in a fucking bag in front of you and tell you whisper sweet nothings into your ear, TJ. Oh, you're getting all the fries in the world. All the fries in the world belong to you, TJ.
All the fries you can eat, you son of a bitch.
Another scam, dude. Another fucking scam.
So they just factor that cost of them extra
Yeah,
fries right in the price.
You're just paying for it. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of knew I mean, I didn't know that specifically, but they overcharge so much for their shit that it's like whatever.
Well, you've been played again, TJ. I'm
Their
sorry.
shit's so fucking expensive, bro.
It is.
Like, you can go fucking. I mean, like 3 people eating at a fast food place should not be fucking like $70. That's fucking crazy.
Did you spend $70 at Five Guys?
Oh yeah,
No, you didn't, dude.
yeah, dude.
Wow.
3 people eating at Five Guys, $70 fucking dollars.
How did you do it? Did you all get like fucking large fries or something?
I don't know.
I don't believe that, dude.
I don't know, Scotty.
Show me the receipt, TJ. I don't.
I mean, it was a
believe
while back.
Receipts or it didn't happen, TJ.
Yeah, receipts.
All right, fine.
I'm willing to believe you spent a
I
lot.
made it up then.
Okay, you made it up.
I admit I made it up because I don't have receipts.
You son of a bitch.
You probably spent like $50.
Scammed again.
You probably spent like $50 at Five
It was
Guys.
70, Scotty.
That was not $70.
$70, bro.
You're a liar, TJ.
You're a liar. Fuck you.
Yeah, I stopped with the Five Guys because during COVID, I got, everybody was having a DoorDash everything, and it was like shitty.
Oh yeah.
And Five Guys was just dumping these grease ball fucking disgusting fries on me. And I just had enough, bro. And now I'm on a Five Guys boycott. There's no guys up in here, dude.
You don't even eat fucking meat, really. So.
That's the only thing Paul can really get there at this point would be, well, they do like technically do like a veggie burger thing, but it's just their other toppings.
Gross. Who wants it?
I don't want that either.
Yeah, I find myself like not really ordering from these types of places, even though there's like, well, there's one like the Colorado Grill place. They got a tuna sandwich that I get. They got like a vegetable sub thing that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'll get that plus some fries. But yeah, I just don't even really like burgers in general. Burger joints, if that's all you got, if that's all you slanging, Paul's ego don't want it these days. You gotta bring some chickpeas to the table if you want to entice me.
There's a place around here that does impossible, and like so I was like place where you have different variety of that stuff.
Dude, this guy kind of looked like you a little bit.
Okay, TJ, you don't have the documents, so what do you think this guy's name is, TJ? And
Uh,
what did he do?
Reginald P.
This ain't a Reginald.
Quetzalcoatl, dude.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
no.
Fernandino de Musco Cervantes.
That's a good attempt. You guys are both wrong. His guy's name is Perkin Warbeck.
Perkin?
Okay. That was gonna be my
Who the
second-
fuck's first name is Perkin, bro?
That was gonna be my second guess.
Perkin.
Why is the
Warbeck.
word blog written in his hair? They didn't even have that shit back then.
I guess yes, they did.
Blog
TJ.
is written in his hair.
It says blog, dude.
Does
Just
it?
log.
It can if you really wanted to.
Okay.
Because this loop can be the BLOG.
Oh, I see.
But
What do
I
you think this guy did,
I think it's
TJ?
I think it actually says log.
All right, TJ, I'll
but-
tell you what. I'll give you $100 if you can tell me what this guy actually did.
Well, he's some kind of scammer, right?
Is it? Yeah, he did pull a major scam. And he's from the 15th century. I'll give you that hint. From the 15th.
I don't know. He sold him some bad fucking Studebaker.
Dude, it's like he sold him some bad turnips. I don't know.
You know, I don't know. I don't know what he did.
I feel
Paul,
like
about you.
I feel like he's an insurance scammer.
Did they even have insurance back then?
Oh yeah, they did.
Really? I didn't
Yeah,
know
they
that.
did. That's a good guess, but it's not what he did. It's unlikely you've heard of Perkin Warbeck. I mean, I hadn't until I researched this episode.
Warbeck.
In many ways, he's merely a footnote in British history. He's also the perpetrator of one of the most audacious cases of identity theft in history.
Oh, okay.
And of course, we know contemporary identity theft is a real challenge for modern enterprises. You know, people steal your credit cards.
Yeah, identity theft was probably way fucking easier back then, right? You just show up in the right clothes and be like, I am the Count of Moldavia or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's that degree of that. You have to take people at their word a lot more back in the day, obviously to your own peril. But I mean, of course, now it's pretty easy to steal your identity now too. Like someone could buy your information off the dark web, you know, buy a credit card from you and go buy, various items, have them shipped out overseas, and the company's out the money. You say, hey, it's fraud.
That's happened before.
Yeah, it happens to tons of people.
I mean, it's happened to me before.
Oh, it's happened to you before. Yeah, I'm sure.
It wasn't a super major thing, but like, yeah, they fucking I forget what account it was, but they started fucking ordering a bunch. I saw like a bunch of charges on my credit card where I was like ordering shit to be shipped to Lithuania, and I'm like,
You're like, no,
fuck, I ain't getting no Lithuanian.
I actually
shit.
thought Taylor was a victim of identity theft. Well, she actually did end up being one later on, but it was like her card was taken. Then it was like she went to like a local. It was like her card. Well, she wasn't her, but she showed she went to like a steakhouse in Bogalusa, Louisiana. And I'm like, why the fuck did you go to Bogalusa and go to a steakhouse? It's like I didn't do that. And I'm like, what the fuck? And we saw these charges, and the dumb shit. The guy that ended up stealing her card actually Venmo'd himself money to his own name. So scammers aren't the most brilliant people.
Yeah,
Some
that's
are.
not the smartest move.
Yeah, so that guy, long story short with that guy, he ended up going to jail. He was on the lam for about a year, then he got caught. Sorry, bro. But Perkin Warbeck, who lived from 1474 to, almost the same day, the 23rd of November, 1499, was a pretender to the English throne, claiming to be Richard of Shrewsbury, Duke of York, who was the second son of Edward IV and one of the so-called princes in the Tower. If you guys know, that is from Richard III, one of the princes. The princes are taken to the Tower, and they're murdered. But no one obviously knew for sure, so it was a good little scam. Richard, were he alive, would have been the rightful claim to the throne, assuming that his elder brother, Edward V, was dead, and that he was legitimate, a point that had been previously contested by his uncle, Richard III, which, by the way, I recommend you guys watch or read that play. Due to the uncertainty as to whether Richard had died, either of some natural cause or having been murdered in the Tower of London, or whether he had been somehow survived, Warbeck's claim gained some support. So people actually believed this guy. They're like, wait, he could be one of the princes from the Tower. It could be so.
Dude, this reminds me. I've been watching Alfred Hitchcock Presents, which is like a great little episodic show. It's like 20-minute quick suspense and horror kind of show, right?
Yep.
And like
Alfred
they did
Hitchcock
this
introduces
one-
them all too. And that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, he's great too. He's so sassy and shit. But we just watched an episode where a dude owed a big gambling debt and he needed to get out of town quick. So he found this weird ad in the paper, said that like, hey, I need somebody from England. I'm an Englisher and I have to drive all the way to San Francisco from New York and I want company. So he's like, hey, that'll get me out of town. So he signs up with this guy, finds out that this dude is on his way to San Francisco to collect a giant inheritance, right? So he kills him. He kills him in the Nevada desert. Grabs all his papers because none of it is photo ID, even back then.
Yeah.
Like this was a plot point. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there was no photo ID. It's just if you were in possession of the correct papers, who was going to gainsay you? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
and so he takes that to the lawyer, pretends to be this guy. There's another guy in there that he thinks is a clerk, and then they reveal like we're cops. But the twist is, like, he didn't kill the actual guy. The actual guy that was to get the inheritance was found dead in New York. So he killed somebody that had scammed his way into those papers already.
Oh, shit.
And then confessed to a murder that they wouldn't have been able to pin on him.
Beautiful, dude.
You gotta love that show, bro. You gotta love
that's
that show.
amazing. That's amazing, dude. Yeah, like, see, that's an example of an actually good twist. Followers may have truly believed Warbeck was Richard, or may have supported him simply because their desire to overthrow the reigning king, Henry VII, and reclaim the throne.
They're just like, yeah, good enough.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he says it. It must be true. Given the lack of knowledge regarding Richard's fate and having received support outside of England, Warbeck emerged as a significant threat to the newly established Tudor dynasty. Henry declared Warbeck an imposter. Well, I mean, naturally, what else are you going to do? You know, you can't just say, yes, he's the rightful. Yeah, he's the rightful heir to the throne. I give up my claim. Warbeck made several landings in England, backed by small armies, but met strong resistance from the king's men and surrendered in Hampshire in 1497. After his capture, he retracted his claim, writing a confession in which he said he was a Fleming born in Tournai around 1474. Now, this part will surprise you. Warbeck was initially treated well by Henry. As soon as he confessed to being an imposter, he was released from the Tower of London and given accommodation at Henry's court.
What?
I'm not joking. Yeah, when I read that part of this, I was like, what? How?
That, you know what? That's some medieval times shit right there. I'm just gonna chalk that up to some Bruno reverse card that I don't understand because it don't make sense in the modern context.
I admire the audacity of this man.
You're invited to court. It's like, oh, okay. He was even allowed to be presented at royal banquets. He was, however, kept under guard and not allowed to sleep with his
So
wife.
he was basically just like a spectacle.
Yeah, he was a spectacle.
They'd parade him out and be like, "Look, the foppish fool who doth pretend the throne."
Yeah. Yes. Perkin, make a speech, Perkin. I say to you, my sovereign lord, I love thee with all my heart, and I was a pretender. I was false. I gave false witness. Henry VII is the true king of England. You know, like, I'm sure that's what it was. It was probably just a spectacle, so everyone would hear over and over again he was a fake. Couldn't fuck his wife, though. Wasn't allowed to sleep with his wife, who was living under the protection of the queen, I'm sure. But, you know, you can only take so much. After 8 months at court, Warbeck tried to escape. He was, of course, quickly recaptured. He was then held in the Tower, initially in solitary confinement, and later inside the 17th Earl of Warwick. The two tried to escape in 1499. They weren't very good at escaping. Captured once again, Warbeck was led to the Tower to Tyburn, London, on the 23rd of November, 1499, where he read out a confession, and he was hanged.
Yeah, you should have just fucking chilled. I mean, like, you had a pretty good deal with that, like, just be like their court jester thing. You should have just stuck with that shit.
He just couldn't hang, dude. Like, after 8 months of that shit, he's like, no, I can't do it anymore. I can't fucking be the court monkey, TJ.
Yeah. Well, now you're just a fucking dead guy. Well, I guess you would be anyway.
I mean, even if he lived a long life.
I mean, you don't know, Scotty. Maybe he would be the world's longest lived man if
he'd
not
be like
for
520 or 550 years old. TJ.
You don't know. Prove he wouldn't be.
Oh, I guess I can't, TJ.
Prove he wouldn't be, Scotty.
I guess I can. I guess it's theoretically possible that he somehow lived 550
Yeah, maybe
years.
he has some kind of rare genetic disorder
He
that
just
allows
ages
him
super
to,
slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know, Scotty.
Dealing with Warbeck cost Henry VII over £13,000, equivalent today to £12,916,000 in 2023, and put a massive strain on Henry's weak state finances. Damn, dude. Henry got a raw deal, and all just because this dude arrived and was like, I was one of the princes in the Tower. So you were right, TJ. I mean, he showed up, and enough of the supporters who wanted to overthrow Henry VII, you know, who wanted the shit to go back to the way it was before, willingly fucking welcome this guy in.
Dude, I was about to say you couldn't really do this anymore, but then I remember how all those weirdos fucking thought that one dude was fucking John
like
F.
a
Kennedy.
Nigerian prince, remember?
No, like the John F. Kennedy Jr. shit.
Oh,
remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, remember that dude just showed looked fucking 0% like John F. Kennedy Jr. He's just like, I am, and they're all like, wow, it's him.
Well, there was that dude too that we covered in one. I think it was an episode I did about impersonators or some shit. But there was that dude that he pretended that he and his retinue were the kings of like Namibia.
Oh,
whatever.
right.
He got all these like tours of government facilities and free banquets and got treated like fucking royalty for a week.
Yep.
Someone's
That's
like,
great. That's great. That's classic.
yeah, I think the way he was discovered also it was like someone found out there was no monarchy in that state.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's like there's no monarchy. Someone finally looked it up, like, oh, who was the previous king of Namibia? And it's like there wasn't one. Like, oh shit. Now this one is going to touch close to our hearts. Oh,
Let us cut your dick off.
Do you know who that is, TJ? You know who that baby is? You should know.
Is that Jesus?
Of course it is.
That's the only baby they ever fucking drew back then.
The
It's like,
sacred force.
we need more Jesus.
And what you're looking at here, TJ, is the Circumcision of Christ by Friedrich Herlin. Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. And this is when they got the sacred. Look, they even have a vessel ready to receive the sacred foreskin right there,
Wow.
TJ.
We got his pinky though, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, but I mean, if you could, dude, if you could have the foreskin of Christ, I think you'd be all over.
You think
it.
that would be? You think that would do better numbers than the pinky of Christ?
I mean, I can
I
only
feel like the
speculate.
foreskin of Christ is kind of gross. You know,
The foreskin of Christ, I don't think would pull numbers as well as the pinky of Christ, but I might be underestimating the allure of a foreskin.
Yeah,
personally.
that's true. There is a lot more foreskin references in the Bible than there are pinky references.
Yeah, when you walk up and see the the holy foreskin, you might feel differently.
But all I know is if I was faced with the two choices, if I'm walking down the road and it's like pinky of Christ this way, foreskin of Christ that way, I'm gonna be like, foreskin, that's gotta be like this fucking tiny. You know?
Yeah, it's got to be all shriveled up and
it's gonna be
old.
all desiccated and dried out.
But like the pinky, you can still see that shit.
Yeah, that shit's still pristine.
But you are a
You can go
pervert,
check
TJ.
out that.
You know, so I mean that might hold the
Yeah,
appeal.
but I don't have like a foreskin thing. Like, ooh, let me fucking get a look at that foreskin that's been fucking, desiccating for 2,000
So you don't want to look
plus
at the
years.
holy foreskin, TJ? Okay. Well,
I'm just saying, if it comes down to, I mean, if there's only the foreskin of Christ, sure.
I'm
But if it's down to
disappointed.
foreskin of Christ or pinky of Christ, I mean, pinky of Christ even has a better ring to it.
So she did this small city, the French city of Chartres, would lure tourists in with its commanding 12th century Gothic cathedral. You go, so beautiful. Look at this architecture.
They drew fucking babies so damn weird back then.
I know
too.
that they really did.
They just look like little fucking midget men.
Yeah, why are they all? This one just looks like he's judging you silently for watching his circumcision. He's like, "The fuck are you looking at, weirdo?"
And honestly, it looks like baby Jesus about to become a eunuch. Not really get his foreskin.
Yeah, I mean, like
off.
that's another thing. Is that knife? Did they really fucking circumcise with that fucking goddamn thing? Because
I mean, that's a smaller knife, bro.
I mean, back in the day, that's how it was done, dude. That's how it was done.
He's got man hands too. Why does Jesus look like he's been fucking working every day?
Yeah,
for
looks like he's working
years?
the fields. Yeah, he's got a big ripped chest too. What is this,
dude? Jesus lifts. What do you want me to say?
He lifted at birth. Was he fucking lifting in the womb?
Yes, he was.
All right.
I mean, he was fucking exercising, dude. That's how Jesus got to be so ripped. You're just jealous, TJ. So, TJ, if you go to the French city of Chartres, you go to its cathedrals, TJ. Look at this amazing example of 12th century Gothic architecture. Beautiful, beautiful. But you know what, TJ? You wouldn't be there for that. Yet, for many years, visitors flocked not to admire the intricate stonework and the beautiful, sublime stained glass
Did they
windows,
claim to have the fucking foreskin of Christ?
but to see the foreskin of Christ.
Paul, we gotta get on this pinky of Christ shit, dude.
It was one of more than 20 churches in medieval Europe that claimed. So there's 20 different churches that are like, hey, we got it. We got it. A sliver from Jesus' circumcision, says James White, assistant lecturer in history at the University of Alberta.
So 20 different churches claim to have this foreskin, right?
Yes, at least that they know of.
So do you think there was people who were doing like foreskin tours? Like, let's go see all the different foreskins of Christ. Or did you have to just
probably not?
Or did you just have to just pick one? You know,
it has to be we have to, because like everybody's doing these travel vlogs now, so we have to get a little ramshackle shop on Route 66 because that's the only one that people know, right? Is Route 66.
That's it. Yeah.
So they go down it, and we just buy like a bunch of billboards. The pinky of Christ. You know what I mean? Clouds behind it, you know, and it looks like heaven behind it. You know what I mean? 2 miles to the pinky of Christ, right? And then we just have like a monkey pinky in there. You know, how are they gonna know?
Yeah, they're not.
No one know.
There's fucking no way they're gonna know. Even you don't need to be a professor to realize that these relics couldn't have all possibly been real.
It's all about the pomp and circumstance,
regardless of one's faith.
Oh,
well, no shit. Of course, there's 20 different churches that claim to have.
See, what we got to do,
the foreskin of Christ,
dude. And we don't even have to hire a painter anymore. We can just AI generate some frescoes, print that shit out, fucking wallpaper that motherfucker with it. You know, we'll play some heavenly music. We'll get we'll get like a spotlight on the outside that just shines out so it looks like a heavenly glow through a fucking stained glass window or something.
Oh, dude.
Focusing right down on the fucking
have to make a long
pillow in the glass case. Inside is the pinky of Christ.
You have to make people go through a long, meandering journey to get to the pinky.
Oh, yeah.
of
We
Christ.
got to fucking go through like.
Oh, we do. We start with we have like a little amphitheater or like theater thing. We have like
that like shows like a movie about how like we came to have the pinky of Christ
after journeying through medieval Europe for 17 years.
We'll get some Z-list Christian celebrity to fucking narrate the fucking thing, like I don't know, Kevin Sorbo or something.
Yes, dude. I've seen this all come together.
Yeah.
So, I mean, shock guys that after the relic had been acquired by a particular church, subsequent generations of bishops, nuns, monks, and believers thought it possessed power. The foreskin must hold immense power. Churches in the towns they were in could also get wealthy. Well, I guess that was just a total aside to this. Based on their relics, they were sort of tourist stops of their day. I mean, why not bring it back, fellas? It was a tourist attraction. You would go to a pilgrimage to see, like, hey, kids, do you want to go see the foreskin of Christ?
Well, see, that's the thing too, is Americans are real fucking prudish and weird and stuff. So they're not gonna go see a foreskin. That's gonna make them uncomfortable. But they'll go see the fucking pinky.
Guys, sadly though,
And we can sell little pinky of Christ replicas. We can sell T-shirts. I saw the pinky of Christ.
Molds.
Yeah,
So you can
molds of the
take your
pinky of
own-
Christ.
Yeah, you take your own plaster.
And obviously, we have
of
a
the
whole
pinky.
fucking section where we, all the fucking sick people who think the pinky of Christ is gonna save them can come and like pray before the pinky of Christ and like
yeah, they got to pay the entry fee, but then they can come.
right.
Yeah.
And then I have my cancer and all this, and
for this scam, by the way, for your guys' Pinky of Christ scam, I got some good news.
Okay.
Now, no version of the Holy Foreskin exists, White says. Many were destroyed during the French Revolution. In the Italian village of Calcutta, a revelry, if you say that, containing the supposed Holy Foreskin was paraded through the streets as recently as 1983 on the Feast of Circumcision, which I didn't know was
the
a thing.
Feast of Circumcision.
Oh, Feast of the Circumcision.
Okay.
Which was formally marked by the Roman Catholic Church around the world on January 1st each year. So it's coming up.
I feel like circumcision is less of a big deal in Christianity than it used to be.
Well, on January 1st, you can bring it back to you. You can celebrate. You can have a feast in honor of Christ being circumcised.
I'm not even circumcised, so why would I want to do that?
Well, maybe you're jealous.
Why
You're
would I be-
jealous that
Why would I be
Christ
fucking jealous?
because you don't. Because number one, TJ, if our Lord and Savior TJ was circumcised, you should be in His image.
I just told you I'm not.
I know, but I'm saying you should be. You should actually, I think, take the steps on that day to correct
He's
it.
saying you need to go under the knife, bro.
Yeah, you should be.
Nah,
You need to be.
You need to find you a rabbi with a sharp knife and a good eye.
Yeah, like this. I think this knife right here would be adequate.
Nah, man, I ain't fucking.
I
with
mean,
that.
look, you're packing about the same as baby Jesus.
I
so-
knew you were gonna fucking say that at some point, dude. I fucking knew you were gonna say that at some point, dude.
Of course, dude.
As soon as I pulled this
Low
fucking image,
hanging fruit.
as soon as I pulled this fucking image, I knew this guy was gonna fucking do it. At some fucking point, he'd be like, "Hey, you fucking dick is smaller than you, man."
He did wait for a lot. It's been up for like 15 minutes.
I know. He fucking at least,
Dude, I baited him in, dude. I fucking was like,
he lulled me into a false sense of
Yeah.
security and shit. Yeah,
I'm sorry, T-Dad. That was my plan from the beginning.
I know.
That's pretty much the only reason I pulled this
I know,
image.
dude. I fucking know.
I know that you know.
I
that.
knew it.
That makes it even better.
I knew it instantly.
I'm sorry, TJ, but not really. The practice ended, however, when thieves stole the jewel-encrusted case. Pieces of shit.
Damn.
Contents and all. Fatherfuckers, dude. Following this theft, it's unclear whether any of the purported holy Priapuses still exist. That's sad. We don't know if there's any more holy foreskins left.
Holy Priapuses.
Well, that's what prepuces? I don't know. In 1997, a television documentary for Channel 4, British journalist Miles Kington traveled to Italy in search of the holy foreskin, but was unable to find any remaining example. On December 22nd, 2013, National Geographic Channel broadcast a documentary starring Farley called The Quest for the Holy Foreskin, and they didn't find it again.
Dude. So some thieves in Calcutta stole one of the foreskins of Christ.
The last known one.
So there's some fucking like thief somewhere being like, "Hey man, let me show you this."
Well, it was kept in a jewel encrusted case. I think they were more interested in that. They probably just tossed the foreskin.
I don't think so, dude. Why'd you toss the foreskin of Christ? Especially if he's got powers.
Maybe they believed in the power of money more.
Okay.
You know, I mean, hey, there was no Jesus there to come knock some sense into him, TJ, like the money lenders in the temple and shit, right?
Maybe the foreskin of Christ, one of its powers is it can duplicate itself. So maybe all 12 foreskins are the true foreskin.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
One ring to rule them
Right.
all.
Damn. Some Lord of the Rings shit, but hey, I want to believe it. And now this brings us to another important event in this episode, TJ. 11 seriously weird facts about the Jesus Christ foreskin.
All right.
Yes, you see, Paul, as you knew, there were at least 12 holy foreskins in churches across Europe during the Middle Ages. Churches and abbeys at, I guess, Charroux, Paris, Boulogne, Metz, Les Puys, Nancy, Bescon, Couloubs. I don't know how to say that one. What are you fucking French people? Fuck you, French people. I'm not saying more of your names. Hildesheim, Antwerp, and Bruges, Belgium. And Calcutta, we talked about that one. That was the one that was stolen. in Italy at some stage claimed to own Jesus' foreskin or a piece of it. There are so many holy, I guess you'd say prepuces, foreskins, says Professor.
Prepuces?
Yeah.
It really is just an old Latin medical term for puce, skin.
There you
So
go.
you can just I don't know why they keep having to call it the fucking holy prepuce. Just call it a goddamn foreskin.
It's a foreskin. Yeah, I mean, Taylor.
It sounds fancier.
Taylor's taking Latin, so she would probably know how to say it, right?
Well, Paul's been.
Well, he does. I mean, Paul knew it too. I'm just saying, but for me and TJ,
Paul knows all this Latin shit now. He's all fucking academic.
I don't know it now. I just.
How do you know how the fuck you know puce means skin then?
You know some Latin.
I know. Well, I learned fucking the entirety of Handel's Messiah back in. So body, blood, flesh, blah 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 blah.
So it makes sense that Paul would know, TJ.
I don't know. I'm thinking this guy's some kind of fucking plant or something.
What's this? And these fucking names says. Okay, he says Professor Francesca Stravacopolo. I don't even fucking know. Professor of ancient religion at the University.
You can't pronounce. No, you say that, Scotty. You always make me say it.
Stravacopolo. Pulu? I don't know.
It sounds like a fucking Lovecraftian.
I don't fucking
monster,
know. At the University of Exeter, it's like John the Baptist had at least 3 heads, if not more, like 8. It's the same as the holy foreskin. There are loads of them, probably so many more in existence than we actually know about. Oh, okay. TJ, the question of whether Jesus was circumcised was a major theological question in the Middle Ages. So people,
the motherfucker might not have even been circumcised. What you tell me? I thought he was a Jew, though.
Well, TJ,
that's their fucking custom, so he probably was.
I mean, who knows, TJ? No one actually.
I mean, I would just
did
assume.
You witness?
No, but if he's a fucking Jew, they probably fucking cut his dick meat off.
There were 2 schools of thoughts on this, TJ.
All right.
Some thinkers said Christ's body must have been whole because that was how God designed it. David Friedman, in his book A Mind of Its Own, A Culture History of the Penis, says anti-Semitism played a role, and that to medieval minds, circumcision was proof that Jesus' penis sinned against creation. Oh.
No, the Jews.
Oh, sorry. The Jews' penis sinned against creation. Therefore, Jesus must have been a cavalier. Our cavalier? But others disagreed. A medieval book called The Golden Legend said that Jesus' circumcision was the day he began to shed his blood for us. It was the beginning of our redemption. St. Thomas Aquinas shared this view.
Use of their redemption.
Yeah.
You know?
Jesus was a round head. He shed blood the very first day, TJ. The very first day.
That was his fucking. So wait.
So the
first blood Jesus shed for us was his dick blood.
Yeah.
Yes.
The beginning of man's redemption was when Jesus's dick got cut.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Those are the schools of thoughts, TJ.
Okay.
Or he was whole.
I love that generation upon generation of crusty old white men has locked themselves into studies for countless hours arguing about the cock of Christ. I think that is hilarious, bro.
I know.
What a way to spend your life in fervent study of the cock of Christ.
Indeed.
Just in contemplation of the holy prepuce, whether it was there, whether it was cut away. Was that the first drop of blood Jesus shed for our sins? Or was he walking around full turtleneck in it, throwing it in the Jews' faces like, y'all are dumb for cutting up your dick? Which one was it?
We shall never know.
Generations of scholars have hotly debated the subject.
The Man of Sorrows by Renaissance Dutch artist Maarten van Heemskerk. It was
Heemskerk.
Who knows?
I don't know.
It's not quite possible to make out in this image whether Jesus was circumcised. Yeah, I'm looking
because his dick is all covered up.
Yeah, I'm thinking
you can see the dick though.
I'm thinking he probably was circumcised. That's right, and the theological debate. That's where I fall. Because look, I mean, how could they claim to have the holy foreskin with no foreskin, TJ? That's where I'm going. Number 3, the consensus seems to be that he probably was. See, I'm right, dude.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's a fucking Jew, dude. Why the fuck wouldn't he?
The no turtleneck Jesus hypothesis has scriptural support too. Luke 21, 2:21 says, "And when 8 days were accomplished for the circumcising of the child, his name was called Jesus, which was so named of the angel before he was conceived.
Why
in
is
the
there a
womb.
fucking debate? It says right there in the fucking Bible.
From the King James Bible, dude. Boom.
I mean, it says in the book. I don't. How's there even a fucking debate?
Because motherfuckers don't want to believe it, man.
Okay.
Cope. Look right
don't
now,
wanna believe.
TJ. What's happening right now? People don't want to believe what has happened has happened. The prepuce is right in their fucking face, right there in the book.
It's right
And they
there,
still
dude. Luke
can't fucking-
2:21.
It shatters their worldview. You see?
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next one, TJ. So, I mean, look at it. That's proof to me right there. If you believe in the Bible, it's right there. The first holy foreskin turned up around 800 AD as a present for the Pope. I mean, what a greater gift to give the Pope.
It's probably just like a
was
fucking.
really trying to impress the Pope.
The first holy
And you
Roman
know
emperor.
that shit wasn't no prepuce neither. You know that
No.
shit was just like a little ring of like pig intestine that they let dry out in the sun for a long ass time, and they gave it to the Pope. The Pope probably put that shit in a reliquary or some shit, dude. Just a pig, just a dried out ring of pig guts, dude.
And they
What a
gave it to,
nightmare.
and they gave it to Charlemagne, the first Holy Roman Emperor.
Wow.
Was presented as Pope Leo III was Jesus' severed prepuce, or right? Is that you say it? Prepuce?
Prepuce.
Prepuce, as a gift. According to Saint Brigitte's Dio Perturio Dominia, I don't know, whatever. I'm horrible pronouncing words. The Lord's foreskin. The Virgin Mary kept the holy foreskin in a leather pouch before giving it to Saint John. For the next 7 centuries, it remained in the pouch before someone, possibly an angel, brought it to Charlemagne's court. Let's not even fucking bother with that. The story was recounted in Mark Shelley's essay, The Holy Foreskin, or Money, Relics, and Judeo-Christian Christianity, and Jonathan and Daniel Boyne's The Jew and Other Differences, The New Jewish Cultural Studies. Okay, so Mary went, here you go. St. John just like, oh, I'll put this in a pouch. And it just sat on a shelf for 7 centuries, and then until an angel was like, we need to give this to the Pope.
Let's give this to the Pope.
Why did they give it to the first Pope? I don't know.
Well, it wasn't time yet, Scotty.
Lots more holy
You know what I'm
foreskins.
learning from this?
What?
Religion. I mean, I already knew this, but it just reaffirmed it. Religion really is the oldest and best fucking scam.
It is.
It is, yeah.
And TJ, by the
Why
13th
pinky
century,
of Christ needs to be revealed
it does.
now more than ever. If we don't get in on it, we're never going to get it.
In these fucking troubled times, the pinky
people
of
need
Christ
it.
must emerge.
Yeah, the people need it. And I know I need it.
We need to figure out what the Latin word for pinky was so that we can fucking call it the holy whatever that word is.
All right, I'll figure it out.
So, TJ, by the 13th century, Charlemagne's gift, by the time the best known foreskin in Christendom was on display in the Vatican. Wow. So, if you go to the Vatican, it's like, here is the holy foreskin in front of you. According to Leonard B. Glick's book, Marked in Your Flesh, Circumcision from Ancient Judea to Modern America.
Oh, this is perfect.
It was stolen when Rome was sacked in 1527, but was eventually found again.
Paul, what is it?
The digitus minimus of Christ.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, bro.
Oh, that sounds like
That sounds fucking highfalutin as shit.
Oh, look at the digitus minimus.
Digitus minimus.
Lost for centuries.
It's perfect.
Another renowned
We can even call
foreskin.
it like the Digitus Divinicus or some shit.
We
Oh,
could,
dude.
yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
And look at this. Listen to this one. Another
What?
renowned foreskin, Glick again, was displayed once every 7 years in a monastery in Charot. It was lost in the 16th century during the Wars of Reformation, but was again rediscovered. Did they fucking lost? How do you lose a foreskin for like 200 fucking years? And
They
it's
didn't
like,
rediscover it. They
I mean,
just
come
fucking,
on.
They just fucking got their hands on another fucking foreskin. Hey, it's back. It was never rediscovered. Okay, they didn't fucking bother to rediscover the fucking
Glick mentions
thing.
another in Cologne near Chartres, which was taken to England for the marriage of Henry V to Catherine of Valois and placed in their bed on their wedding night as a fertility charm. And more in Belgium, Germany, and Italy. And of course, we know the last one was stolen in 19. So,
Yeah.
like, that is, dude, that could be our, you know what? When sales start to go down, we claim we found the holy foreskin again. The one that was stolen in 1983.
Nah, dude. This foreskin's bad luck. Everyone who fucking tries to get this, it's always stolen or destroyed. This fucking, it brings misfortune wherever it
Dude,
fucking
we will
goes.
have like, dude, we'll have it in a case like the Mona Lisa, dude. No one's gonna be able to fucking steal it.
That's because the foreskin of Christ is bullshit. Anyone who claims to have the foreskin of Christ is a liar. Now, the pinky of Christ, That's
anybody
fucking-
I'm
other
telling you,
than
when
us
sales start
that
going
claims
down,
to have
TJ, when the pinky of Christ ain't drawing the same crowds, and you'll come crawling
Dude,
back
the
for the holy.
pinky of Christ will always draw in them fucking crowds. Don't give me fucking that.
Now, why are we
bullshit.
thinking small? Why don't we just make it the pinky and the holy prepuce of Christ?
Man,
Why don't,
holy
we get,
prepuce?
why don't we get all the relics? We got his pinky. We got a toenail clipping. We got a nose hair, a bundle of nose hairs plucked straight from his nostril.
Ooh,
right?
You have like some of his blood in like a chalice, like
Yeah,
in
we
Demon
got a-
Knight kind of thing, you
Little
know?
vial of his
Yeah.
crusty old blood. We got the prepuce. We got one of his balls right out of the sack.
Yeah.
The holy left nut.
How do we get all this shit? We got a lot of little parts.
We have quested through Christendom, searching ancient relics and sites until we discovered these holy
Yeah.
treasures, DJ.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta hit up all these morgues and shit until we find someone with really striking blue eyes. And then fucking like mount them like right at the eye level of most people and be like, behold, the eyes of Christ.
Yep.
People have
No,
looked
here's
into
what
them
we
and,
do.
and
We
miracles
get
have been
together for a
performed.
week. We shoot a super low budget, obviously fake, but we treat it like it's totally fucking serious. Series of shows where we go to Egypt and it's, just the beach. We go to, you know what I mean? We go to like deepest, darkest Finland and it's just the woods. You know what I mean? And we fight some dude that jumps out to like try and defend the relic and we beat him. And we claim a relic at the end of every 30-minute episode, right? And then at the end, once that's blown up, we open the museum so that people can come see them.
Yeah.
Come see the holy relics.
I love it. Let's do it.
Only $29.99.
Oh, there's gonna be more than that.
Yeah, you got to.
I mean, that might be baseline price, but there's gonna be all kinds of add-ons and things. VIP.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, yeah, dude, base price. But I mean, look, we have surge pricing. We got every kind of pricing known to man, TJ.
It's $29.99 to see one of the relics. You want to see them all? We'll let you do it for fucking,
Well, that's why you have to have different like wings. Like this is the Digitus Minimus wing. Oh, you want to see the holy eyes? Oh, yes, the eyes of Christ. As a separate ticket. Eating, or at least tasting the holy foreskins was relatively common pastime. DJ.
No, wrong. No.
Consuming the flesh of Christ was and remains an important part of Catholic doctrine. The Catholic Church's position is that the wafer of the Eucharist literally becomes Jesus' actual flesh being eaten, TJ.
right.
But the holy foreskin had, allegedly, always been Jesus' flesh and was therefore especially holy. Ooh, it's dodeca, mega holy,
Super holy.
in the same way that the Grail, which held Jesus' blood as it dripped from him on the cross, was more holy than the Eucharist wine. Oh, that's amazing. Saint Brigitte, a Swedish nun, had a vision. Oh, I have a vision in which she ate the foreskin. So great was the sweetness at the swallowing of this membrane that she felt a sweet transformation in all her members and her muscle of her members. It says in her book, Revelations. Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Sounds
dude?
like some sexual tension need to be worked out for Saint Brigitte. More commonly, though, people had tasted the alleged holy foreskins to verify they were real. I mean, how else to know but by tasting it? There was an industry, particularly in the medieval period throughout Europe, in the production and veneration of holy relics, says that person's name who I cannot pronounce. Churches could earn a lot of money from pilgrims who would pay a lot of money to look at these things and touch them and kiss them and everything. So there was a huge industry in forgeries. I mean, they're all forgeries, but dude, so like, I don't know if we can even offer this experience because these people want to do like some, they want to touch them.
Ain't
TJ?
no one touching the fucking.
They
pinky
wanna
of Christ.
kiss
I mean, maybe
them?
if there was like,
They want to nibble on them. Is it real?
that's like no,
Look, you're saying we can't equal what they did back in the day?
no,
You're saying they're better scammers than us.
no. They're worse scammers because they're.
Well, no, they made a bunch of money doing it. So you haven't made it. Look, TJ, put up or shut up, dude. I think people should be able to taste, touch, do anything they want with the pinky.
Ain't
of
no
Christ.
one tasting the damn pinky of Christ
We
unless
just
they fucking pay a king's ransom.
We gotta fucking dude. We gotta have a fucking supply of them, dude.
Will we let people lick the prepuce though?
Of course. They say that Jesus' jizz
Oh,
still
dude,
inhabits
you know
a corner
what?
of it.
Oh my god, I just had a fucking great idea, dude. No. Well, here's what we do.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We say that using modern technology, we have
We cloned it.
Yeah, we cloned
Yes.
the meat of Christ, dude.
The member of Christ has been cloned.
The whole cock.
Yeah. Dude, we can say that we're trying to like work on like creating the entire body of Christ to like resurrect him and shit, like some Frankenstein and like.
Oh my God, we take it the next step. We make a glory hole.
Yeah.
Where you pay thousands of dollars to go in there, and just whichever one of us is feeling up to it or is in the rotation, we're in there with our dick poking through. We play all this chamber music, right? Right? And we let them service us, right? But they pay us for the privilege.
Suck the dick of Christ.
Suck the cock of Christ.
Suck the
Taste the holy
of Christ. Suck the cock
The most-
of Christ.
So, Cheetah, the most accepted test.
Dominus nostis Dominus. Suck the cock of Christ.
And it's just one of our degenerate asses standing there with our dick through the hole. waiting.
Taste the cock of Christ.
This is an unbeatable plan right here. We need to get going on this.
The most accepted test of the veracity of a foreskin was tasting. Shell says that, quote, a properly trained physician chosen by the local priest would taste the shriveled leather in order to determine whether
Shriveled leather.
it was wholly or partly human skin.
Let me see this.
See, think about this. These motherfuckers would travel for miles just to suck on a shriveled ass, dried up foreskin. Yes. We gave them a full cock to suck on, dude. They would have, dude. How did nobody think of this?
The cock of Christ.
Just make a statue of Jesus on the cross, and like you're in it with your dick poking through where his dick is at. How's nobody ever done that?
I don't know.
Suck the cock of Christ.
Dude, that song was just playing the whole time.
Well, yeah.
Suck his cock, for he is your savior.
Servitorum divinitatum
The
loda.
nut of Christ.
Servitatum divinitatum
Christ's dick
balsa.
was way more vinegary than I thought it was gonna be.
Shut your mouth, my child, and continue servicing.
Do not blaspheme.
Do not blaspheme my cock.
You have offended Christ.
Now you must take 2 loads.
Oh shit.
One monk apparently thought that all of the foreskins must be forgeries because the real foreskin had flown up into space.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So
what?
Yeah.
Leo Altilius, in his work, A Discussion of the Foreskin of Our Lord Jesus Christ, reportedly said that because Jesus' body ascended into heaven, his foreskin must have done that too. So even when Jesus went up, the foreskin, wherever it was,
the
like
foreskin was like.
in G.W. Foote and J.M. Wheeler's book Crimes of Christianity, the author says Altilius believed that once in the heavens, the holy foreskin expanded to become one of Saturn's rings. Okay. Right, sure, it became one of Saturn's rings. That makes sense. The holy foreskins weren't the only odd relics, as well as usual bones, hair, and blood. There were holy breast milk, holy feces,
holy
urine, and more.
Behold, the turd of Christ.
Yeah, dude. Then we can just roll this shit out. Like they'll tell you every time the sales go down a little bit, it's like the holy turd is here.
Yeah, we just do another episode where we get the holy turd, the holy fucking pee-pee, the holy pubes.
It appears almost as if yesterday
Christ once wiped his ass with this rock. Take it.
Taste the rock of Christ. Does it taste like the feces of Christ? Oh, yes. Yeah, it does.
The human race is fucking retarded, dude.
I know.
Show records that relics claiming to be the sweet tears, baby teeth, hair, umbilical cord, fingernails, urine, feces, and other bodily excrescence.
You know what I haven't heard once, though? The fucking pinky, bro.
I haven't heard that either. were discovered at various points. Anything from a saint's blood to semen, any kind of bodily stuff could be a relic.
Semen, huh?
Breast milk from the virgin, that kind of thing. So even if you had like the titty milk, look right there, scroll down.
Yeah. Just squirt.
Oh, dude, people, we could set this exact thing up. People can come kneel down. It's like occasionally the breast milk will be squeezed.
Do you know what?
Amount.
These motherfuckers, man, they were so sexually repressed that like they had to fucking figure out some way to get their fetishes out, so they just made them holy.
Yeah.
Just like
the virgin's breast.
and you know, it's okay that I'm sucking that milk right out of the titty because it's like holy milk, you know.
I mean, this looks like a church. There's like another monk there. There's a monk that's like,
yeah,
come on, this is holy.
They want
dude.
pomp and circumstance to their fucking weird bullshit.
For sure. How beautiful. Look at
We
that.
need to bring this back.
I mean, this definitely is
Route 66, motherfuckers.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Pinky of Christ.
Enough of this.
All right.
Enough of this.
Got it. What's this?
Nature of crimes, TJ. The nature of crimes.
Vagrancy, heresy, and treason in the 16th century.
Yes, 16th century scams, TJ.
Jesus. That's going way back.
Yeah, vagabonds were a mix of ex-soldiers, unemployed farm workers, women, children, old and sick people. Some of the vagrants were fit and able to work, but who decided to live a life of crime because, of course, it was easier. These people are often known as sturdy beggars.
Yeah.
I'm a sturdy beggar.
Studebaker. Sturdy beggar.
Some sturdy beggars engage in many cons or tricks to steal from people or to get people to feel sorry for them.
Tom O'Bedlam.
Yep, Tom O'Bedlam.
So they pretended to be insane and followed people around until they gave him money.
Yeah, so you're just an insane guy.
Hey, we met one of those.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know if he was pretending though.
I've definitely met people that did a version of that con.
The counterfeit crank pretended to have violent fits and sucked on soap to froth at the mouth. The bear top trickster. Female beggars would flash men in the street and trick them into going with her into a house where there'd be a gang of men waiting to rob him. Damn.
I mean, that's you're like, whoa. Then, of course, you know, when you go in the house.
She's like, look at these titties. You want some more? Come on in. Next thing you know, fucking gang of ruffians is busting your fucking face in. Ugh. The clapper dudgeon.
Yep. Cut skin to make it bleed, then cover with dirty rags. Some children were deliberately mutilated by their parents to get money from passersby.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. Angler hooker. Carried a long wooden stick, would knock on people's doors during the day to see what he could steal. He would then return after dark with a hook attached to the end of the stick. He'd use the stick to steal items through windows, which could then be sold.
How nice of them.
Yeah.
So don't put anything near your fucking window, I guess.
Well, TJ, but something, here, all these scams, and something must be done. In 1547, the Vagrancy Act.
The Vagrancy
Unemployment
Act.
carried the death penalty on repeat offenses, TJ. Say, look, you know, these layabouts, you know, they know how to solve it back in the Tudor times, TJ.
Hey, just kill him.
The Vagrancy Act stated that any able-bodied person who had not worked should be branded with a V and sold into slavery for 2 years. And that's your first offense. You do it again, you die. You fucking die, you lazy fucks.
First offense, slavery. Second offense, death.
I mean, they can have a bunch of layabouts, TJ. I mean, look,
They
society
had low
back
unemployment back then.
Society back then knew how to deal with that. Are you going to work? I don't think I'll work. Okay, you're going to get branded with a V and sold into slavery. 2 years go by. You don't want to. I don't want to work. All right, this way to have your head chopped off. You know, TJ, we don't need this fucking look. People are worried about Trump and shit. This is the kind of state we need again, TJ. These layabouts, these lazy people in society.
Yeah, we should tell Trump we got a plan to take fucking unemployment down to zero again, man.
16th century know how to deal with people like this. If they want to be on the government dole, there is no government dole. The government will throw you in prison for 2 years and brand you with a V. You do it again, we just kill you. Unemployment will drop to fucking zero over fucking
zero.
Overnight, TJ. In 16th century England, no distinction was made between vagrants and the jobless. Both were simply categorized as sturdy beggars who would be punished and moved. Child vagabonds were forced into service. Other laws said that vagrants should be whipped and sent back to their place of birth. Over time, authorities began to distinguish between the able-bodied vagrants, who could continue to be treated as criminals, and the impotent or deserving poor, who are given work are sent to a bridewell, which is a house of correction. Basically a type of prison.
You will be sent to the bridewell.
Yeah, it's like, you'll be killed. I guess you're not able-bodied. You'll be sent to prison. It's like, all right.
We're doing the heresy and treason part.
Nah, we'll move on.
Heresy and treason. What the hell is this?
Here, TJ, would you like to learn the secrets of defrauding your medieval lord?
Sure.
I think it's actually the next one we have. So this,
okay. So
we fucked this image off. All right, whatever. It doesn't matter.
My bad.
Do you want to defraud your medieval lord, TJ?
Well, yeah.
Imagine yourself working for a medieval lord, running for his farm, taking care of his business. Would you be tempted to skim some of his profits? If so, a 13th century writer can offer you 6 ways to commit fraud.
Dope.
I mean, like, this just shows you frauds obviously always existed.
No way.
Robert Carpenter was a freehold farmer and a former bailiff living in the Isle of Wight in the 1260s when he wrote a formulary, a collection of form letters and legal text that could be useful for local administration. For unknown reasons, Robert also included a set of detailed instructions on committing 6 different types of fraud. I would assume he probably enclosed that so people would know if, like, here are the scams these peasants are going to try to run on you. Carpenter's first fraud is a simple one. If you were a bailiff or a reeve that managed a flock of sheep, you would know that not all breeding ewes would have lambs during a year. When reporting the number, you could misrepresent the totals, giving an example of how to get 12 lambs for yourself out of a flock of 150. So basically, it's like you
just fudge the numbers.
Yeah, you just fudge the numbers. Oh yeah, well, they didn't all have foals this year, ewes this year. So
right.
sorry.
So just say, say there was less than there was. You just keep the fucking excess for yourself. You got some lamb chops.
Yeah, you got 12 lambs. So I mean, do whatever the fuck you want with.
Yeah.
The second fraud occurs when you go to sell lambskins. If you have 160 lambskins, you would take 25 of the best and sell them for a penny each. Then use the money to buy 50 lambskins for half a penny each. After that, you replace the lambskins you took and deliver them to your lord, while keeping the 25 for your own use. The lambskin scam, TJ. So basically, you just take the choicest ones, sell them for a profit, buy some cheaper ones, and give them to your lord.
Nice.
The third fraud is to make a sheepskin appear to be that of a ewe that died of murrain.
Murrain?
Murrain? Yeah,
what
murrain.
What the fuck is that?
As soon as it is flayed, let the skin be placed in hot water, then immediately dried. It will become as if the ewe were dead of murrain. In this way, you could convince anyone the animal was diseased and that its flesh could not be eaten. In reality, the animal is healthy and now can be yours to eat or sell. So it's like you want lamb chops, you're like, oh, it's diseased.
Yeah, the lamb was fucked up, bro. Had to just kill it.
It had the murrain.
It died of murrain or whatever.
Do you want to have murrain spread through the flock? No.
What is that you're eating, peasant? Oh, this rat meat.
Murrain.
This is the murrain meat, me lord, the only kind you allow us. The fourth fraud involves 2 shepherds working together. Oh, so you got a fucking more intricate
Gotta
scam
have an
now.
accomplice now.
As long as they both manage flock with the same brand on the animals. They steal 3 sheep from one flock, which they can sell. When it comes times for the flock to be counted, you would borrow 3 sheep from the other flock. This is like the Beavis and Butthead selling
just like
the candy bar.
Take the sheep over there, take the sheep over there, move them wherever you need them,
Later on, when both flocks are together on a common pasture, these 3 sheep would naturally return to their own flock. Oh, I see.
Aw.
Damn. So
That's
they just
cute. That's a cute scam.
Yeah, and like they don't have to even really do any work because they're gonna go back to their own homies. They're like, I'm not with this flock.
Yeah, I don't know these motherfuckers.
So they just keep double counting until the end of time. Beautiful. The fifth fraud was one to be directed against a shepherd. When the sheep are to be sheared, one will find that some of the wool is damaged or of poor quality. You would keep the substandard wool separate from the rest, and when it came time to measure the wool, you would have this portion used. This would allow you to blame the shepherd for not taking good care of the flock, and perhaps fine or punish him. So it's basically just pull some out. Look at what you've done.
This wool is substandard.
The state of this wool, you fool! I fine you 10 lambskins. It's like, oh, please, me lord, please, me lord.
Poor bastards.
I know, dude. The final fraud involved cheese making, which can be done during the spring and summer. Carpenter writes, first, on the day when they begin to make cheeses, let the milk be divided equally into 8 parts.
Yes,
let and let the 8th part be kept until the following day. And from other parts, let the 1 cheese be made immediately. And the next day, let the milk be divided in the same manner. And on that day, let 2 parts be taken from the milk.
This scam is already too complicated for me,
and
man.
let the first part, which was first taken, be poured into the other milk, from which the cheese is made immediately. And thus every day let the milk be renewed. And on the 7th day, you will have 8 portions of new milk and 6 portions from the previous day. Thus, on the 7th day, you will make 2 cheeses of the same size as the others.
What?
All right. This last, I guess I had to explain it too. This last part is particularly ingenious, as the amount of milk you take each day will only make the size of cheese 1/8 smaller, which won't likely be noticed by your lord. And you do not risk your milk spoiling.
I would
and
notice.
And at the end of the week,
If I got a cheese, if I was getting a cheese wheel a week and that shit came 1/8 the size, I'm just the fat fucking lord that would notice that shit.
Off with your head.
Off with all their fucking cheese making skimming heads.
Yeah, so at the end of the week, you have enough milk to make extra cheese, which you can eat for yourself, or of course.
Oh, okay, I get it now. All right,
so
all right.
You're basically just taking a little
You're
bit to make.
skimming a little milk each day to make your own cheese. Got it.
So you're just making your own little cheese.
So the Lord doesn't notice the cheese wheel's 1/8 smaller. Got it. Okay.
And I guess these people also, the medievalists.net, are on Patreon. Yeah, that was a good article, Medievalist.
I'm fucking looking. So yeah, I mean, I agree with Paul. I've been looking at that cheese wheel like, wait a minute.
There's something not right about my cheese.
The fuck is?
It's 1/8 smaller.
Hey,
dude, yesterday's cheese wheel was way bigger than this. What's
bring me that fucking peasant. What makes the cheese?
Yeah, bring me me the whole fucking cheese production peasantry. I want them all in here because I want to find out.
I want you to make the cheese right in front of me, just as you made it before.
Who thinks they're gonna fuck Baron Parkey is what I want to know. So let's get the whole goddamn milk industry into the throne room right now, and every one of them is gonna count.
By the way,
my motherfucking cheese wheel is 1/8 smaller today.
By the way, your tomatoes are still coming, bro. I just want to let you know.
I hope so. I've been like tomato-less forever.
I know.
It's coming though.
It's been a bad yield years.
And why do we end with something more modern, TJ?
All right.
Why don't we end with
modern scam? Ooh, I love these. I love these old fucking 80s and 90s hotline scams and shit.
And I mean, Christmas is coming up. Do you know what you could call and talk to Santa or Mrs. Claus?
Fuck yeah. Oh, geez, really?
Want to talk to Mrs. Claus, TJ?
I do.
I bet you do.
Hey, Mrs. Claus. Bet you're in the mood. I know you like fat men with beards.
Look, I've got what you want, baby.
Oh, this is Santa Claus. While I'm busy getting ready to bring you girls and boys special treats this year, Mrs. Claus and our elf and reindeer friends will be telling you stories on 9766767.
Wow.
Each day they'll have fun for you and your family.
Hi, dear. This is Mrs. Claus at the North Pole. Oh,
hi there. This is Mrs. Claus.
Dude, Mrs. Claus is like, dude, she is like putting it on.
Ho, I'm Santa. This is my wife, Mrs. Claus.
I'm the biggest cuck you'll ever meet.
I'm Mrs. Claus, and I can't wait to talk to you. It's like, okay.
Whoa.
What the fuck is going
It's
on?
hard as kids, too, which is kind of weird.
Say hello for him. He's so busy right now. Bye for now.
Children, check with your parents before calling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were really hoping you ignored that last part and just called this shit.
And that was like a compromise with these things because initially they didn't even have that warning. Because
they just play this shit. Some dumb fucking kid be like, I want to talk to Santa Claus. They just call. They don't realize they're being charged fucking $1 million a minute. Dad gets the fucking phone bill. He's like, what the fuck is this?
A lot of these services were charging like $2.99 for the first minute and like $1.
I know. And this is in the 80s.
Yeah,
shit.
so that's a lot of money. So if the kid talks for 10 minutes, you're looking at like a $15, $20 bill.
And you know these fucking people who are manning these lines were fucking trained to just like delay as soon as like as much as possible.
Yeah, like what's your name? Oh,
great. Ho. It's me, Santa Claus. Psychic hotline, baby.
Yeah, TJ.
Call me now for a free read.
George Papard will return after this.
A USA movie.
Watch closely. Do you dare explore the mysteries of the psychic world? Is there?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
I don't. I'm glad you're going because I don't dare.
I'm checking it out. I'm gonna go. You're gonna be fucking jealous of me when I come back with all kinds of fucking mystical, esoteric knowledge, and you're just stuck knowing all your stupid
even if you
shit.
didn't go, Paul, guess what? They'll tell you because they've
Or
been
a
there.
fourth dimension. Is it possible to find out about your future or
Yeah.
change your fate? Call now
Maybe.
and find out how you can talk live with
We're intended for zoning, not intended for beliefs.
our psychics. Your
Whatever.
destiny may unfold
do that.
right over the phone. It's a personal, private
Whoa.
way to explore what could
Can
lie
you
ahead
imagine
for
your
you.
destiny unfolding right over the phone for less than fucking $5 a minute or whatever it
I
is?
can't
That's
believe
crazy. And you know, I love this commercial too because they didn't even have to do anything. They just got a bunch of stock photos of clouds and shit, stock film of
Yeah.
clouds, and just like, oh, it's mystical.
Yeah, then have a shitty call center.
Call 1-900-250-1000. Calls cost $2 for the first minute, $1 each extra minute. For adults over 18 only. They're waiting for your call.
Now this one that was definitely targeted more to adults, of course. This is a bizarre one. Apparently,
1-900.
this apparently went viral a few years ago.
I remember this.
But I mean, like I'd never seen it, so it went viral, but I'd missed my gaze. So this one's kind of bizarre to me. It's okay. Let it out, TJ. It's okay.
What makes people all over America break down and cry?
Dude, this is one of the saddest ones right here, bro.
1-900-909.
Just call so you can have another human being to hear your tears.
Yes.
Call 1-900-9099-CRY and hear it for yourself. $2 for the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. If you're under 18, ask your parents before you call. 1-900-9099-CRY.
I feel so much better than I called 1-900-CRY.
Weird.
It is strange. And of course,
The best of a Miss Cleo.
She did, like, when she was pulling, like, why are you
Do
insulting
not
Miss Cleo?
insult Miss Cleo.
It
She
says
helped me through the darkest times of my life.
The best of Miss Cleo, though. She did the
All
best
right.
of Miss Cleo.
It's better not be fucking no hit piece bullshit.
It's not.
You have questions. I have the answers.
Thank you,
Oh,
Miss
I
Cleo.
know you do, Miss Cleo. I know you do.
Who asked you to go out of town? The stupid young one or the married one? The married one. That's what I thought. Don't go. You hear me?
Don't go
Yeah,
that
don't
shit,
go.
bitch. You don't need that.
Yeah, CleoDate.com. Cleo is Cupid. Wow.
Look at that, Scotty. Free psychic advice. You're gonna say it's a scam? How are you gonna say it's a scam when it's free?
I didn't realize that.
No.
It's
you want
free.
him to believe that it's over, then you got to stop accepting the booty calls at 2 a.m. in the morning. You understand?
Oh,
There's a really good documentary on Netflix, I believe,
Uh-huh.
about Miss Cleo. She's
Yeah.
actually a way more interesting character than you might imagine that she was, and way more actually involved with this business. I always just kind of assumed she was just like an actress.
No, dude. Miss Cleo ain't no actress.
She did like infomercials. Like she was like full fledged. Like this was her business. And she did. By the way, it says first 3 minutes of each call are free.
Right. First 3 minutes of each call are fucking free, bro.
Yeah. Well, they have to do a whole reading for you. So
And where else are you gonna find advice of that caliber? If you want him to know it's over, you got to stop taking the booty calls. Only the cards could give you that kind of wisdom,
I mean,
Scotty.
well, fair enough. Fair enough.
And dude, you know people thought they were gonna game it too. They were like, quit wasting time, just give me my fortune. All right, honey, here we go. So this is happening, and this is, she spins like a 3-minute yarn, and then she goes, and the one thing that's gonna bring it all together for you, child, is, oh, oopsie, that's gonna be 3 minutes, hon. You're gonna have to slide it, but I got it all. We're almost there.
You know, Irish. You're so fucking more Irish.
Well, I would be an Irish one, okay?
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Keep the money flowing there, laddie. I'm almost to the point.
Oh, dude.
But if you don't want to know your future, no
Uncle
problem.
O'Shaughnessy will tell you your future.
But if you don't want to know,
Call
if you
me
don't want to
now for
know,
a
we can
free
end the call
reading.
now.
Dude, I
From
think
a
it could
true
work.
Irishman.
I think it
Need
could work, dude.
Irish wisdom in your life. Call Uncle O'Hennessy right now.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Why are we not scammers?
I don't know.
That is clearly what we should be doing.
I know we should be scammers, dude.
Yeah.
Could you tell me what type of direction is my life headed into?
Last 4 nights here.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Not
It's
very
gonna,
strong.
it's gonna be dog shit. It's gonna be fucking nonstop fucking dog shit. Every once in a while, there will be tiny moments of happiness that punctuate the dog shit, but for the most part, it's be dog shit. Okay?
Wow.
Your feelings have been hurt, so you've been up all night.
Yes.
You haven't
Yes.
been, and this is around the relationship.
Talk about it.
Okay? Don't make me take you to church, young man.
The ex is much better than the present one, you know. Did you think that you were pregnant a couple of months back?
Yes.
You were, but you lost it, correct?
Yeah. The secret that you
Wow,
hold
Miss
back.
Cleo knows all.
Damn, she knows everything.
Your
bro.
cards are waiting, TJ. Oh shit.
She knows fucking very
Dude.
specific shit. It's crazy.
She did. Yeah, right there. They even said yeah.
Because like most, I mean, if you actually like look at like what tarot card meanings are, like it doesn't really hold a lot of very specific shit like that. But somehow she fucking sees that shit.
Well, the power of the cards, TJ.
Man, it's not even the power of cards, dude. It's the power of Miss Cleo.
Well, both.
She
I
just
would argue.
knows. The cards are just like a tool for her. She is the fucking medium, Scotty.
It was about the baby.
Michael, you really got yourself into trouble on that one, brethren. I got backup this time.
This person is that's around you right now has been in jail before.
Yes, you're right. You tell the honest truth. Right.
You know, people have
Tell an honest truth, right?
Wow. That,
Right.
yeah, they're not
Dare
like
be
plant
honest
calls,
truth.
TJ. Yeah, they're not fake calls that just go, "Oh my God, Miss Cleo, you've changed my life."
Oh, Miss
That
Cleo,
dares be
you
honest
told me
truth.
what's good, girl. Yeah.
Damn, girl, that's dead on. It wasn't you that raped that purple zebra in Lululand. Oh shit, girl, how you know about that?
Miss Cleo knows all.
Was it you that cut down the last truffula tree as the onceler? Oh, exposed! I am the onceler. How'd you know that, you crazy black bitch?
The fucking Onceler, dude. I love it.
The onceler, bro.
Dude, Miss Cleo knows all, though. You can't fool.
You're
know-
trying to scam people with that pinky of Christ. Oh shit! Fuck! Oh fuck!
Shit, Miss Cleo knows.
Kill the stream, kill the stream.
sized and jabbed at and talked about throughout the ages for having different beliefs. And apparently I am no exception. Although it is a constant challenge, I will continue.
It's a constant blood clot challenge to get the Ramdan Smara to the boom shakalaka. You know what I mean?
Is Miss Cleo? Is Miss Cleo still like alive?
No,
and shit?
she's dead and shit.
She
Yeah,
died.
she died of cancer. Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah,
she
unfortunately,
didn't
Miss
see it
Cleo-
coming either. I don't think.
That sucks, dude.
Shame.
Well, maybe she did.
Not allow them to stop me.
Came out of
I will
nowhere.
teach as a shaman and help those who seek the knowledge.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, girl.
I seek the knowledge of Miss Cleo. I wish she was still alive. I'd call her right now.
Dude, I'd fucking sit down and have a reading with Miss Cleo right fucking now if I could.
You should, man.
I miss Miss Cleo, man. We need Uncle O'Shaughnessy to fucking fill the gap.
Yeah, we do. Uncle O'Shaughnessy, where are you? We
Or
need
Uncle
you.
O'Hennessy or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
whatever
his
his
was,
name
man.
is.
We need Uncle O'Hennessy.
Well, that's what I fucking got for you fucking motherfuckers about scams.
You didn't even really have that many scams in there.
I had tons of scams, dude.
The fries,
Fries.
too much fries. What a scam.
And well, you're paying for it. You're not getting extra. It's a scam.
Bullshit. Extra fries is not
The
a scam.
fucking holy foreskin, total fucking scam.
How do
dude.
you know? How do you not want the foreskin of
Did
Christ?
you even nibble the prepuce?
Well, you know what? Now that you mention it, I didn't.
Did you taste test it, motherfucker?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
you roll
I
it
don't
around
know.
in your mouth?
Well, someone stole it. The last one was stolen. I can't
Some
go nibble
fucking-
on it.
Dude, a dude at the Vatican took the holy foreskin, went, oh yeah, that's real.
Oh, that's real foreskin.
That's fucking real
That's
right
the
there.
real foreskin of Christ.
Nothing
That's
but the
100%.
fucking foreskin of Christ could taste like this.
All right, what about the ones with the medieval lord and shit? That's a total scam, TJ. You got to admit.
Oh,
that.
so they're scamming. The Lord was scamming them. They're just trying to get a little fucking comeback to survive against
Well,
that son of a
I'm
bitch.
not saying the economic conditions were favorable or right for them, but I'm obviously they're pulling some scams on the Lord too.
How come you fucking pointing out their scams when they're just trying to fucking get what's theirs from that fucking bastard feudal lord that takes everything?
How about this for a scam? You live on this land, but you don't own a single bit of it, and you work your ass off, and you give me the profits every fucking year while I sit on my fat
That is a
ass.
total scam.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're not. How is it a scam to try to get a little of that back for yourself? It ain't.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
I mean,
technically
So
it
there
is.
wasn't one. And
I mean,
Miss Cleo is real. She clearly fucking has the
All right,
power.
Calling
Okay.
Miss Claus, TJ, Miss Claus. Call him Miss. You know,
Dude, Mrs. Claus is fucking down bad. Santa ain't fucking plowing that bitch no more.
Yeah, she
want to
did
hear her
sound
cry?
bad.
You want to call one her to cry?
Dude,
TJ?
I did call that, and I fucking wept like a fucking baby, dude.
All right. Well, according to TJ, none of
So
these
there
are
was no
scam.
fucking scams in your entire
Okay.
fucking scams episode.
Well, you know what?
Failed episode.
Wouldn't that in itself be a scam?
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter how you look at it, it's still a scam, TJ.
Okay. Okay. I still don't think there was no scams though.